Miles and miles of asphalt, hundreds of roads that guide thousands of people every day to their jobs, homes, and residences. However, sometimes it is those same paths that directly lead people to their final destination. What sometimes begins as a normal day can suddenly take an abrupt and unexpected turn that can break the soul of an entire family. The roads are not only witnesses of terrible accidents, but sometimes they are also witnesses of the strangest things you can imagine. That is what you're about to see in this video. A set of the most horrifying videos captured in the middle of these busy roads. Footage ranging from the inexplicable to the darkest and most abysmal. I hope you are prepared. My name is Leonor Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 5 of the creepiest things caught in the middle of roads. Number 5. The video that reaches out to us to descend through this investigation was recorded by Mitch Kuhn, an Australian citizen who on Sunday night was driving his vehicle on a highway located southwest of Sydney. It was the camera installed in the front of his vehicle that captured something that, according to Mitch, its presence there is unexplainable. Observe. The image shows a small figure that suddenly crosses the left lane of the highway. A being dressed in blue clothing that, unfortunately, due to the speed, it cannot be clearly distinguished. I have seen this video several times, but I still do not know what I'm looking at. It looks like a child, but it could also be an animal. Watch the color-corrected video to see if you notice anything else. Although, due to the quality of the recording, we cannot see him well enough, Mitch Kuhn assures us that his face was pale and that for some reason, he tried to get in the way of Mitch's car. Was it really a child? Or did Mitch capture something else? Tell me what you think. Number 4. The following recording is quite strange, and I'm sure that, like me, it will be inevitable to avoid raising an eyebrow, especially since it was recorded unintentionally. The video belongs to an English YouTuber who likes to record and upload material when he goes out on the roads on his motorcycle. In this video, the man had already traveled a long stretch when he came across a roundabout where a red car appeared in front of him. Do not take your eyes off it and write in the comments, where did the car go?
The world, if you're going to start doing that sort of shit. What are you doing? What was this car doing? Where's it gone? Okay. What the fuck? But so that's why
we must immediately separate this video from the paranormal, since it was recorded by a dashcam installed in the driver's helmet. This event was not planned. This YouTuber's channel is not dedicated to uploading paranormal material. Where did the car go? While the clip comes as a surprise at first, it may have some kind of explanation. If we use our logical denial, we could say that the camera failed to capture the car turning through the roundabout, or it could also be due to a simple error in perspective. But wait, this motorist has a second camera where these hypotheses are definitely rolled out. Observe. There are those who believe in the cyclical phenomena of ghosts, where the spirit of a deceased person repeats its last moments in life over and over again, and can also be transferred to objects. Perhaps this turn around the roundabout was the last journey of the car before suffering a fatal accident, and now that repeats itself like a movie. Its last moments are still projected in our reality. Are all of these possible theories? Or was it just the perspective? Leave what you believe in the comments below. Number 3. There are many places in the United States where it is stated that activities of a paranormal nature are highly frequent. One of them is in the state of Maine, especially in the town of Falmouth, something that an inhabitant of that place lived firsthand. A man was driving his vehicle at dawn on a desolate highway when suddenly, and according to the man's own words, an animal crossed the road. He says that he didn't have a chance to react, and since it didn't feel like he hit anything, he simply continued his journey. The next morning, he was quite surprised when reviewing the dashcam recording with the idea of knowing which animal it was. An intense chill ran down his back when he saw this. Clearly, the possibility of it being an animal is completely ruled out, because according to the man's statement, that shadowy figure that is rapidly seen in the image does not correspond to anything known that he has ever seen before in his life. He said that he replayed the video over and over again, but it was impossible for him to reach a semi-logical conclusion that would explain it. What do you think is seen in this video? Leave it in the comments. Number 2. What I will present to you below corresponds to 2 completely different events that occurred in 2 different countries, but they have something in common: an out-of-this-world sighting. The first one came into my possession thanks to Luis Lopez, a subscriber from Mexico who commented on a strange object that he recorded while driving along with some relatives. It was at dusk that his camera would capture this. Observe.
Es que tiene una punta. Tiene una punta y como... Tiene una punta arriba. ¿Ya no está? Está subiendo, animal. ¿Qué es eso? Ya no se ve. ¿Dónde está? Está allá arriba, animal. Se cambió de lugar. Yo no alcanzo a ver. ¿Me pongo? ¿Me estaciono? A ver. Se perdió. ¿Qué es? No sé. ¿O es una...
Despite the distance, Luis is sure that what his camera recorded is indeed a UFO. It is the first time that he had seen something like that. Still, what caught his attention the most were the strange interferences that began to occur once they managed to focus on it.
No sé.
A strange interference in his cell phone, which he said he had never experienced before. With that statement, I remembered a footage that a friend of mine had showed me many years ago. Several years ago, a good friend of mine who recorded this video was traveling throughout her country. She was coming from the countryside towards the capital when suddenly she began to observe a strange light on the highway. A light that was changing position and moving at an impossible speed from north to south, as if it were somehow following her. But the most incredible thing, as you could see, are those strange interferences and errors in the image that are repeated again. Something extremely strange, since she recorded this video with a new professional camera, a camera that presented this type of failure only on that occasion. The most spectacular thing was that at that time, while we were both watching the repetition of this recording with lightning effects, we noticed something in the corner of the window, a strange light that froze both of our souls. When I saw it, I thought it could have been the reflection of a gas station. But she showed me the exact place on the road where this video was recorded, and there was absolutely nothing that could reflect these lights. An event, without a doubt, extremely interesting. This video was very old. I had already seen it several times, and I always refused to upload it, since for me, it is simply fake. But because so many of you have sent it to me, I have decided to give it a chance to analyze it. The footage was captured on the side of a road by the front camera installed in a patrol car that carried out its daily rounds. It was in the most desolate part of his route that in a detour the occupants of the vehicle would be shot when seeing this rare scene. The figure of a woman that seems to have her feet in the middle of a campfire. A situation that becomes even more bizarre when she suddenly lifts her head, where, as incredible as it sounds, she appears to have no facial features. Many of you suspect that it could be a witch performing some kind of dark ritual. Is that really what the camera captured? For me, this is nothing more than a fake video. But as always, it should be you who has the last word in the comment box. Be that as it may, the best advice I can give you is to always be alert when traveling by car. And when I say being aware, I don't just mean the traffic, but to also be prepared when things like this cross your path. I hope you liked this video, because we have come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.